Welcome to America Reads Fun Learning Activities for Kids. We're college students who create learning activities for kids. Our activities are focused in reading, writing, and math. In today's activity, we are going to be going over capitalization, punctuation, and correct spelling. We're going to start today's lesson by going over the key terms and examples of them. Then we are going to move into the short story portion where we are going to break down stories that have issues dealing with capitalization, punctuation, and spelling. And we are going to learn how to address them and fix them in our own writing. Let's begin. The first definition we have today is capitalization, which means you make the first letter an uppercase letter. It can also make a word show importance and significance as long as we follow the capitalization rules. So let's learn the capitalization rules. To learn which words we should and shouldn't be capitalizing, we're going to use the acronym MINTS. First, for M, we have months. Months are always capitalized. For example, my birthday is June 10th. The month, June, is capitalized. Next, we have I, which is just the letter I. For example, I can't wait to go to the park. The letter I in that sentence is capitalized. Next, we have N, which means the names of people, places, streets, and things. For example, Allie is a name, is driving to Hilltop Road. Hilltop Road is a street, therefore it needs to be capitalized. Next we have T, which is titles. For example, titles of magazines, books, etc. For an example, we have Rick is reading Fire Girl. Fire Girl being the book needs to be capitalized. And last we have S, which is the start of every sentence. For an example, the car is speeding down the road. The would need to be capitalized because it's the first word in the sentence. Our next definition is punctuation. Punctuation means marks that better help the reader understand the sentence when it's ending, which emotion is being given, etc. We're going to look at some examples today of punctuation. Today we're going to be focusing on punctuation points, question marks, and quotation marks. First, we're going to start with periods. Periods conclude a sentence. For example, my name is Savannah. Where the sentence ends, we put the period. Next, we have exclamation points. They conclude a sentence with more emotion. For example, sit down right now. We would end that in an exclamation point, as shown here. Next, we have question marks, which conclude a sentence when a question is being asked. For example, did he go to the grocery store today? That would have a question mark at the end because you are asking something. And last we have quotation marks, which is going around anything that was said when it is being stated word for word. For an example, I want pizza, said Ashley. The quotation marks are going around what she said, which was that she wanted pizza. Now that we have gone over the 3 key terms we will be focusing on today, let's learn how to apply them in a paragraph that has errors and learn how to fix them. We're going to start by reading it together with the errors and then fixing it once we're done. So let's start reading. I love playing with my dog Barney. He is a mini pug and is the best dog in the world. His favorite to do is to go on walks when he smells everything. Once he saw a skunk and it chased it, but instead of running away, the skunk sprayed him. That was funny. After his walks, Barney loves to go home where he gets rewarded for behaving well. He earns a treat every time because he's such a good dog. Now let's begin to break this down and find where the errors are. So we have I love playing with my dog Barney. Barney is a name, meaning that it needs to be capitalized. And then we need to end this sentence with a period. The next error that we have is that it says his favorite to do. We're missing a word here. It should be his favorite thing to do is go on walks. When he smells everything, that's another issue. We know that she's not asking a question, change it to a period. Then we have the next sentence where we would have to capitalize once because it is the beginning of a sentence, as we talked about in the MINTS acronym that we learned earlier. Once we have that capitalized, we have once he saw a skunk and chased it. Chased is not in any of the MINTS categories that we learned earlier. Therefore, we need to make it lowercase. Chased it, but instead of running away, the skunk sprayed him. That was funny. Now she is not asking a question. This would instead be an exclamation point because she's feeling an emotion. That was funny. After his walks, Barney loves to go home where he gets rewarded for behaving well. He earns a treat every time because he is such a good dog. Now, good is not in the mince category, which means we need to cross it out and make it a lowercase g. And then we need to end this sentence with a period because we're finished with our paragraph. We are going to try one last example to make sure that you're comfortable with the topic. We're going to start off by reading it together again, and then we're going to break it down, but this one you're going to try to do more on your own. Let's start. Haley and Jay woke up early on Easter morning. As soon as they woke up, they began searching the house for their Easter baskets. Jay found his right away. It was hiding in the closet. Haley's basket wasn't easy to find. She looked under her bed. She looked behind all the doors. She even looked in the oven. Do you know where Haley finally found her basket? It was in the bathtub. As you can see in the first sentence, we have an issue. What should be capitalized? That's right. J should be capitalized because it's a name. We're going to use the same things that they use on the side to mark what needs to happen. In the second sentence, we have a spelling error. Can you find which word was spelled incorrect? That's right. It should be they instead of they. So we're going to circle that. We know it should be They. In the third sentence, we also have an error. Can you find which word should not be capitalized? That's right, it should be it. It should be lowercase, not capitalized, because it doesn't fit into the mince acronym. In the next sentence, which word is spelled incorrect? That's right, basket is spelled incorrect. It should have an E, not a T. In the next sentence, which word should not be capitalized? That's right, bed. Bed should be lowercase because it doesn't fit into the mince category. In the next sentence, what type of punctuation should we have at the end? That's right. We should have a period instead of a question mark. In the next sentence, do we have any issues? No, that's correct. That sentence is perfectly fine. Then, in the next sentence, which issues do we have? There's 2 of them. That is right. We have this spelling error of basket, and we need there to be a question mark at the end. And in the last sentence, which word should be capitalized? That's right. It should be capitalized because it's at the beginning of the sentence. You did such an amazing job.
You did such an amazing job today. I hope that now you feel comfortable in identifying which words should be capitalized and which should be kept in lowercase, how to identify right from wrong punctuation, and how to correct any spelling errors in your work or others. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel and be back next week. We have more videos. Thanks so much.